Welcome back to Aaron Dash. I'm Ashley and I'm sharing another intuitive message with you today. So if you saw my post yesterday, I was talking a little bit about entities, clearing entities and energy from your house. We live in a very interesting universe. We live in a very multidimensional universe and existence. And there are some people who are a little bit more sensitive to some of these energies or entities and can sense them around them. I was like that as a child. I was like that as a teenager until I turned it off one day, which I can probably do another video on at some point. But with it, I turned my intuition off and I had to eventually restart it. So I don't recommend it. But there are different ways that you can tune into this energy and alter it and change it. Now, if you're worried that this video is going to go into a dark category or anything like that, it's not. I work from the light. I work with beings of the light, and that's how I channel, is I channel for source. I do not channel darker and lower energies and entities, but I do see them when they exist, when they happen. And I have not even had a visitation like that in so many years. I actually don't remember the last time I did. But I do help other people clear them when they happen. And sometimes they're not dark. That's the other thing. Sometimes these entities or people who have crossed over but not fully can come into our space, come into our home. This part might creep you out a little bit, which is okay. So sometimes it's something that exists in the place that you live already, right? So say you live in a really old neighborhood or a house that has been there for a really long time. It of course can be somebody who previously owned the house, somebody who passed away in the house, something like that. The other piece of this is that it could be, how do I say this? Something that followed you home. That part is probably not gonna, don't get the chills. It's okay. Everything is energy and everything is transmutable if you know how to do it. So there's nothing to really, from that standpoint, if you can believe that, there's nothing to be afraid of. So, it can be something that followed you, right? Something that was attracted to your energy. And that can, and just to kind of decreepify that, which is not a word, I'm sure. Basically, like it could be, say you have a daughter and somebody who passed away lost a daughter, right? While they were currently alive. They could find something that is really endearing about your child, something that they don't understand why they're so drawn to, and that is why they could follow you home. So there's not every being who is sort of left behind or stuck here is a negative one. A lot of times they are just simply confused. They're a little lost. They're a little confused. Who knows how long they've really been without a body, and they're still just this sort of etheric consciousness that is still just floating around and residing here. It's very confusing. So when I've channeled them to clear them from other people's houses, yes, there are some that are dark. Absolutely. Some that are slightly malicious, ones that can scratch you, kind of weird shit like that, right? But then there's also ones that are just purely, they don't remember that they need to go home. They don't remember that they need to go back to source, and they have no idea even how to do that. And that's why there's people like me that exist, because I can actually help them do that. I don't just clear entities and go, oh, don't care where the energy goes. Like that's pretty irresponsible, which is weird. I know I'm talking about things that are, I kind of had this realization earlier that these are things that like people sometimes don't even believe in. And I'm just speaking about them like they're totally fucking normal, because to me they are. So yeah, I don't know where you are on that spectrum, but I hope you're enjoying the video. And so anyway, back to the point, clearing them. You can surround yourself with white light, surrounding yourself in your mind's eye with something that is so pure and has this angelic almost energy to it that is very like calming and serene. It's filled with something really a lot higher, a higher frequency of love and safety and protection. And you can do that. And you can say the prayer that I put on my post yesterday. You can say that prayer if it feels right to you. You can add to it if you want to. It's just a baseline of something that I've written for somebody else and I use somewhat for myself as well, to cleanse energy and entities from your home. Send them back to source. What is source? I don't know if I have enough time for that. But source to me is, think of it as heaven. That might make the most sense, I think. Like I said, multidimensional universe. So just send them home. Send them back to source. Send them back to light, wherever the light is. And remind them that they have somewhere else that they can go. Somewhere else that will be a lot more beautiful of an experience than here. And that they don't have anything to stay here for anymore. That they can go. And a lot of times, just with that realization, what I see in my mind's eye, because that's my biggest gift, is I channel for source, but I can see through my third eye. I'm a clairvoyant. That's my biggest gift. And so I can see them literally almost as if like a beam of light opens up above them, and they almost like, they turn back into light and they can go home that quickly if they're willing to, right? An entity that is not willing to and wants to stay attached to whoever they're bugging, kind of a different scenario. You might need to hire someone like me to help you, which I do it virtually. Like I can do it completely online like this. Why? Because the quantum field, and I, once again, don't really have enough time to sort of explain that probably right now. But you can hire someone to help you, or you can use, like I said, open a window, use some sage, ask it to leave. Well, asking is a weird thing. I don't ask them to leave. I command my space. I tap into my strength, my inner authority. I let go of the fear. That's the other thing. If you have a lot of fear around this, you will probably not be likely to clear it yourself. Fear is an open gateway for them, and they are attracted to it. Because the more that you're afraid, the weaker your energy is. And so the more that they are drawn to you. So learning how to, like I said, tap into your authority, tap into that strength that this is my house. This is my house and this is my space and you have to go. And you really have to embody that and let go of the fear in order to do that. And you can clear it. You can cleanse your space. You can draw boundaries. Like I said, you can sage, you can keep an evil eye or a hamsa near your front door. I keep a hamsa near my front door. I also wear one on my ankle. So there's that. So there's different things that you can do to protect yourself, as well as, like I said, saying prayers. Prayers are sending out energy to the universe, like little emails, and somebody's listening. So you can get help with some of these things from beings beyond here. Ones that are not entities or ghosts or stuck or leftover energy, for example. So I hope this video helps. It's pretty in-depth when it comes to some of these different spiritual things. If you have more questions about this, let me know. I always like to know what you guys want to know a little bit more about, and I'm here to help. I'm here to answer. So, all right, love you.